Africa's first agricultural television in the capital city of Abuja, Nigeria. And of course, this is Kitchen Drive, a program designed to showcase different delicacies from different parts of Nigeria and of course the world. And today, like always, I have another special episode and I have another delicacy to showcase for you. Today we are making rice, white rice and palm oil sauce with veggies. White rice with palm oil sauce and veggies. Of course, everybody have different ways of preparing and have their own ways of preparing white rice, but I chose palm oil today because palm oil have this aroma. Apart from the health benefits attached to it, people hardly believe that palm oil is good for sauce. So I'm going to showcase to you my own recipe today of palm oil sauce with veggies, and we are going to eat it with white rice. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after this short break where I will showcase to you my recipe. Kitchen Drive on ARCN television. I'll just add little water and salt because the rice is already parboiled. So just little salt, cover it for some minutes for it to cook. Meanwhile, I have here, I've washed. I have here my clean table that I'm going to use it as chopping board because the veggies are much today, so I'm going to use this. So my cabbage, I'm going to dice it. I wouldn't want it in large, but rather I want it moderate. Just cut it's already washed with salt and with warm water, and I rinsed it thoroughly. And it's mostly good to wash before you cut. So I have this. I have my carrots also washed. So as usual, I'm also going to cut it. This time around, I'm dicing it. I'm going to dice this too, because that is what we are going to use. Okay, so back here, our rice is ready. Alright, so I'm going to put my rice, my parboiled wash Nigerian rice. Some people don't parboil it, okay? So I just chose to parboil it so that I'll just have it cook in no time. And of course, the quantity of water when it's parboiled is different from the quantity of quantity of water when it's not parboiled. So I'll stir it properly and allow it to cook. So I'm back here to cutting my carrot. Alright, I have my green green beans. You can add cucumber, you can add any vegetable of your choice, okay? And you can cut it in any size or shape you want. Have it this way. I have my sweet pepper to add to it. Kitchen dry. So today we're making white rice, Nigerian local rice, white rice we call it, and we're going to eat it with palm oil sauce, and of course with the dawa, our pepper, tomato, the meat and veggies. The reason why we do that is my choice, and I know you have different ways of making it. Stay tuned while we go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue.
Would you eat synthetic meat? Food production technology has progressed to the point where we are able to create meat analogues derived from soybeans, gluten, and other plant products. Beyond Meat products are readily available in supermarkets as well as some fast food chains like Burger King and Carl's Jr. If this plant-based imitation meat isn't your thing, you can simply get your protein elsewhere. Food cultures around the world have heavily featured plant-based meats such as tofu or falafel for hundreds of years. But synthetic meat is not plant-based. It's meat. Lab-grown, artificially produced meat. Thanks to recent innovations in food production technology, consumers may see lab-grown meat in their supermarket aisles very soon. Numerous companies around the world, such as Upside in the United States and Future Meat in Israel, have been hard at work getting ready to bring their lab-grown cultivated meat to the masses. For the first time, they'll be able to say, no animals were harmed in the making of this meat product.
Real meat, not harming animals.
Instead, workers cultivate small clumps of animal cells in large industrial-grade vats over a period of weeks. During this time, these clumps of cells are grown or cultivated into muscle tissue or meat. Effectively, this means that Upside is able to manufacture real meat in this facility without harming any animals. But how exactly is this done? The first step of this 2 to 8 week process is extracting the cells. After giving an animal a small dose of anesthesia, they extract a small amount of cells from it. These cells are then placed in bioreactors, large steel vats designed for cell culture applications. Inside these vats, scientists can grow tissues or cells far beyond the cellular level. Inside the bioreactor, these cells are fed an oxygen-rich cell culture medium or nutrient broth to further promote their growth. This cell culture medium aims to simulate the environment inside an animal's body and thus contains nutrients such as amino acid, vitamins, and glucose. This nutrient bath encourages the cells to grow normally as they would inside the animal. Eventually, once these cells have multiplied enough, they turn into muscle tissue or a mass resembling ground meat. To shape the tissue into specific cuts of meat such as chicken breast or a prime cut of steak, scientists introduce fat cells and connective tissue cells into the culture. This isn't just for show either. The fat cells and connective tissue enhance the cultivated meat's overall flavor. Scientists can even control the nutritional value of the meat by altering the nutrient broth the cells are bathed in during the cultivation process. Despite the massive amounts of progress they've made with their meat manufacturing process, Upside is running into the same problems encountered by the other meat manufacturers of cultivated meat. For one, the business of cultivated meat is expensive. Each state-of-the-art facility required to produce cultivated meat costs millions of dollars to construct and maintain. Couple that with the overall cost of production, and you end up with a relatively expensive product that might be a hard sell for some consumers. Thankfully, companies like Future Meat have been able to bring production costs down significantly. Recent reports indicate that each Future Meat chicken breast costs $1.70 to produce. That's in stark contrast to the $330,000 burger patties of the first public tasting of cultivated meat back in 2013. Aside from replicating the nutritional value in real meat, it's also crucial to offer consumers a product that tastes, smells, and feels just like the real thing. Upside has found some success with producing cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to chicken breast. Other cultivated meat producers around the world have also made significant headway with their products. For instance, the Tel Aviv-based food tech startup Supermeats hosted a well-publicized taste test for Israeli food journalist Michal Ansky. Despite Ansky's refined palate, she was unable to distinguish between traditionally grown chicken meat and Supermeat's cultivated product. Once the cultivated meat industry takes off, we may finally be able to rein in the increasing environmental cost of feeding our world's population. More than a third of the world's greenhouse gas emissions come from the food production industry, with a large chunk of that attributed to meat production. By offering a cleaner, lab-grown alternative, we may be able to mitigate the growing stress our ballooning global population is placing on the environment. Along the way, we might even be able to get cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to Wagyu beef. That would be quite the delicious bonus.
Alright, I'm adding just little of the veggies into the rice, and just cover it for just 2 minutes because it's ready. Okay, then we have our sauce ready for it. So today's episode is white rice and palm oil sauce with gatawa. So we have our veggies, well cubed, pepper, different chilies in here. We have tomato, we have the palm oil seasoning, and our protein ready to be mixed as the sauce. Kitchen dry. Look at it, our rice is ready. So we're going to put it down and have our frying pan on the fire. So allow it to dry, then we'll put our palm oil. Alright, so we have the palm oil. Alright, so we're adding our palm oil. Allow it to be hot. I'm not bleaching it. I want it to be red so that I can have it fresh and red. So I'm adding my onion. And funny enough, I'm going to add my gatawa at this stage with the pepper. this time around, your chili depends on how you want it. For this recipe, I love pepper. Right, I'm going to add my fresh tomato. Blended it. Stir it all together. Imagine, like the gawa. Really bringing out the aroma I deserve. Because stirring so that it will not burn. Right, so you have everything here. You have the onion. I cut it big so that I can be able to see it well, since it's veggie, so it will not be missing among the other vegetables. I'm adding my protein, and here I'm going to add my seasoning. Add a little salt. Make sure it's on low heat. Okay. You can even eat your food at this stage. Okay, you must not add the veggies, but because today's episode is the veggies, that's what we're going to add it. And I tell you, this looks yummy. The aroma is inviting. I'm adding my veggies right now. I have everything, including the onion again here. Stir properly. You can make this, saute this, and have it for kids, most especially for people that don't like it raw. So steaming it a little bit, will help them to enjoy the meal. Make sure you work on your fire. Make sure it's on low heat. At this stage, you can add your meat stock if you want. If you don't want, you can just cover it for just a few minutes. But I'm not adding anything. I want it this way. Okay? Because I want everything fresh and clean. You see? Have a look. I'll still reduce my heat a little bit. Okay, I have it here, and I tell you, this is ready. Okay, this is ready. Our palm oil sauce with white rice and fish, of course. You don't need vegetable oil all the time. You need to use our red oil. And see it. Is this not looking good? Is this not looking good? Of course it is. We got a short break. When we come back, of course, we'll tell you how we're going to dish this and, of course, have a taste of it. Kitchen Drive on ARCN television. White rice and palm oil and the dawa vegetable sauce is what we are preparing today. Stay tuned. Alright, so you see, we're going to have it here. Have more of your veggies and your protein. I add small of my oil. And this is this episode of the program Kitchen Drive. We have white rice with vegetable sauce cooked with red oil and the dawa. And this is our Nigerian rice with the dawa and vegetable. Very easy. About our rice, of course, added little of the vegetable to it. And for the sauce, we had our red oil, added the onion, pepper, and then immediately I added the powdered the dawa and crayfish. Missy, the aroma was so inviting. And of course then we added other ingredients, our protein and the veggies, and we sauteed it well, and this is the product of what we have. It looks delicious, this looks yummy, and I tell you, you can eat this at any time of the day and anybody can, of course, enjoy this meal. There's no meal without, of course, the tongue giving you the verdict. Oh. No. The most important thing is the red oil. Red oil has this sweet, delicious aroma. This is, of course, Kitchen Drive. Eat good food, stay out of trouble, and keep watching ARCN television. I am Hilda Homsom Phantom. See you next time on another episode of the program Kitchen Drive. Take good care of yourself. See ya.